Waters asks thoughts on Netflix CEO's comments about how they're saving Hollywood. So if you did not see this, the Netflix CEO said he claims that Netflix is saving Hollywood and that the theatrical experience is an outmoded idea for most people. What is the consumer trying to tell us? That they'd like to watch movies at home. As you can imagine, people saw him say this and they reacted appropriately to it because it's a pretty silly thing for him to say. And I think the thing about it to me that was just most like, what on earth are you doing? Is that it's pretty easy for Netflix to properly position themselves and have it be a win. But he chose the angle that made it a big, gigantic L. He sounds ridiculous. Like, Netflix is saving movies. Have you seen The Electric State? It sounds ridiculous. If you look at like their reputation amongst movies and streamers, it's not great. Their quality control is not there. So as soon as the guy that is over the studio, known for putting out movies that people roll their eyes at, or as soon as you say, oh, it's going straight to Netflix, people go, oh, so it's not going to be very good. And he claims they're saving Hollywood. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds very, very silly. Kissing Booth 3, we saved Hollywood. Like, it's a weird thing to say. But I don't think it would have been difficult for him to actually say what they're doing that other studios aren't doing and how audiences are connecting with it. So you just distinguish yourself. Here is what we're doing that is really helping actors and filmmakers. You point out, Scorsese's last two movies were made with streamers. The reason The Irishman was made was because we were the studio that would give him the money, and we took the risk on this de-aging technology to make the movie he wanted to make it. So that's the reason we got that movie. And then likewise, Apple then funded his next movie. And the reason we got Killers of the Flower Moon with that budget and that quality was because a streamer wanted that to happen. David Fincher, we're the ones giving David Fincher the money to make the movies on his terms. Look, over the last 5 years, how many Oscar nominations do we have? How many Oscar wins do we have? That we are taking chances and we're funding a bunch of these projects with directors that have an auteur take on film, and they're taking chances, and we're taking a chance on them and giving them the money to make the movie that they want to make. That's all true. You can look at that and you can say like, yeah, but 90% of the stuff is garbage. I wouldn't watch 90% of it. Okay. Sure. They're throwing money at some stupid stuff. They're spent $300 million on Electric State. That's dumb. But they also are throwing money at some top talent. And that's a win. Any way you spin it. You can't just go Kissing Booth 3 was stupid and spending $300 million on Electric State was stupid. Therefore, they lose everything. No. Credit where credit is due, and call them stupid where stupid is due. And then the other thing you can say is we're filling the gap in the market where big studios, theatrical studios, don't want to take risks on mid-budget films. They don't want to give budgets to these directors, and they're making fewer genre films that have a budget to them. So you've got all these blockbusters in theaters made for everybody, designed to hit $1 billion, and you've got small budget films, but we're still making those mid-budget films. We're still making action films. We're still making rom-coms, and we're making films for all of these different demographics. So you say 9 out of 10 movies, some of them aren't for you. They're not. They're literally not made for you. We're making movies for more specific demographics. They're not 4-quadrant films. They're 1-quadrant films. And maybe some of them are misses. And so, yeah, of course, one of them's not going to be a bunch of them just aren't for you, made for you at all. They never were supposed to be. And maybe some of them are misses. But then of the ones that are made for you, some of them are good. He says that. You could say that. We're putting out 2-3 new releases every single week. Of course, some of them aren't going to be for you. Some of them aren't going to be good. But it also means every single month we are making something for you that is good. And he makes that point. Mid-budget films, giving budget to big directors to make the movie they want to make. All of a sudden, Netflix is filling in a gap. where big studios aren't taking chances in theaters. They're not making small bets, medium-sized bets. They're not making genre films for one quadrant. Netflix is. They're not taking chances, giving nearly as many opportunities to big auteur directors to make the movie they want to make. And Netflix is. You say that, and all of a sudden, it's true enough that it's a win. But that's not what he said. What he said was, we are saving Hollywood. Which just sounds stupid. And it's like, people don't want to go to the theater anymore. That's stupid. Like, watching a movie at home, it's not the same as watching a movie in the theater. There's like, Revenge of the Sith, re-released in theaters this weekend. It's going to make $25 million, something like that. Why? Because watching it in the theater with a bunch of other Star Wars nerds is a cooler experience and a different experience than watching it at home for the 75th time. It's a communal experience. It's not what you get at home. It's an immersive experience. That's not what you get at home. It's so much easier to go to a movie and just be present in the moment and not even think about your phone than it is laying on your couch. Like, I'm watching a movie at home, I get a screener for it, and I'm trying to watch it. It's so difficult not to grab my phone every 10 minutes and do this. Just check. Whatever that thing is where when I'm doing this... Sorry. I don't think that way when I'm in a theater. Because it's an immersive environment. It's an event. I left my home to go to a place that's foreign to experience a movie. Netflix cannot replicate that when I'm on my couch. So it's just a stupid statement, like just way overstating something and making the wrong point. Most of these clips are pulled from my Patreon live streams. I do about 6 live streams every single month. For $2 per month, $20 per year, you can get access to all the exclusive videos and live streams. For $5 per month, you get your name on my end card. At the top tier, you get a 30-minute video chat with me each month. The link down below in the description has more information.